Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you ready for a bedtime story? Tonight's story is called Peter, the boy who tried to build a relationship with cardboard. Once upon a time, there lived a family, and in this family there were two boys. The older boy was called Peter, and he had a younger brother called Paul, and they would fight every single day. Peter and Paul's mom was very, very tired. They would fight on Monday, and fight on Tuesday, and fight on Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday. They would fight all day. But on Sunday, they didn't fight, because Mom had begged them so much that they made a deal that they would not fight on a Sunday. It's quite funny, because you would think that brothers would play well, but Peter and Paul were always at each other's throats. As soon as they woke up, they would be at it, and Mum would be shouting. Mum didn't like to shout, and the boys didn't really like to fight, but they always did. Peter was a wizard at making things with cardboard. Ever since he was small, and for his birthday, he found himself in the boxes rather than playing with his football. And then his dad bought him a book which taught him how to make things from cardboard. And ever since then, he would always be in his shed or in the toy room making things from cardboard. He'd made the kitchen table. He started with just a little bed for a doll, and now he'd made the kitchen table, 4 chairs, a cover for the TV. He'd made the bed in the spare room, a desk for himself and for Paul, a nice rocking chair for his dad, and bookshelves for him and his family to keep their books. He'd even made a little cubbyhole where they keep their shoes, and a big slide which took them all the way from the top of the bookshelf right down to in front of the TV where the ball pool was. If you went inside the house, you would never know how they had time to fight with each other because of all the things that Peter had been making from cardboard. And then one day, after a very terrible fight with his brother, his mum screamed and said, "Peter, you should know better. You're the oldest son. You're the oldest brother. Why don't you think about building a relationship with your brother, a better one?" As soon as Peter heard the word build, he got it into his head that he could build a relationship with cardboard, and so he ran into the toy room and started to build. He was there all afternoon, and he came out on Saturday afternoon. "Mum, I think I've built it. I've built a better relationship," he said. No sooner had he walked through than Paul pushed it, and it fell over and broke. And that was it. They were at it again. Mom screamed and sent them to separate sides of the house. On Sunday, Peter was back in the toy room, building away with the cardboard. And just before lunch, he came out, and he put it on the table, and he said, "Right, Mom, I think this time I have built the better relationship." But as soon as we said that, Paul started to giggle and pushed it off the table, and it broke on the floor. They were at it again, this time fighting on a Sunday. Mum sent them both to bed before lunch and kept them there till the next day. But Peter snuck out in the evening time when Mum was watching TV, and he began building, and he didn't come out until the morning. In the morning, he came out of the toy room with red eyes because he'd been up all night. His mum, who was getting breakfast ready, turned around and her eyes were wide open. "Mum, I think I've done it. I think I have made the best relationship." No sooner had he said that did Paul come out of the bathroom and nudge his brother, and he dropped it, and it broke all over the floor again. Peter looked sad. He was too tired to fight. And then his mum said, "I think I have an idea. It seems that you have been trying to build this relationship all by yourself, and that's not really how it works. I want you two both to build your relationship." "But Paul doesn't know how to make anything from cardboard," protested Peter. "I don't know how to make anything," said Paul. "Well, I'm going to call the principal and tell them that you're going to stay home all week, you two, because you've got a lesson to learn." And Mum did exactly that. She called the principal, and then she sent Peter and Paul into the toy room and locked the door. Well, Peter took the responsibility and started to teach his little brother how to make things from cardboard, just as Peter's daddy had done in the book and the YouTube videos. And slowly and surely, Peter taught Paul how to make things. They started small at first, with another bed for the doll, and then the little chair, and then a desk. And soon they had made a big picture frame and a small slide for the dolls. By Wednesday, they were banging away and making things. On Thursday, they came out, and they both had it. "Mum," they both said, "I think we've made the relationship now." "Where is it?" said Mum. "Well, we have it, but it's not made of cardboard. It took us a while to build it, and we have it now." Mum smiled, because she knew the boys who had built the relationship knew what it meant to be family, and they never fought a single day after that, ever again. The end.